Lying for attention is a behavior deeply rooted in human psychology, influenced by various social, emotional, and even biological factors. Many people lie not out of malice, but as a way to fulfill emotional needs, gain validation, or feel significant in the eyes of others. At its core, attention-seeking through deception often stems from insecurity, a desire for social acceptance, or the need to control how others perceive them. From childhood, people learn that certain behaviors elicit responses from others. When children exaggerate stories or make false claims, they often receive reactions, whether it's amusement, concern, or admiration. This reinforcement teaches them that fabricating or embellishing stories can be an effective way to capture attention. As they grow older, this habit can evolve into more complex forms of lying, where individuals construct narratives that make them seem more important, interesting, or even victimized. One common reason people lie for attention is a deep-seated fear of being overlooked or feeling insignificant. In a world where social media amplifies personal achievements and highlights the best aspects of people's lives, many individuals feel pressure to compete for attention. Some resort to exaggerating their successes, fabricating dramatic life experiences, or pretending to have knowledge they don't actually possess. They want to be noticed, respected, or admired, even if it means bending the truth. For some, attention-seeking lies become a coping mechanism for low self-esteem. When someone feels unremarkable or unworthy, they may create a version of themselves that seems more impressive or desirable. This could involve making up stories about achievements, pretending to have insider knowledge, or even fabricating hardships to gain sympathy. The validation they receive from others temporarily boosts their self-worth, reinforcing the cycle of deception. In more extreme cases, some individuals develop a pattern of compulsive lying, where they fabricate stories so frequently that they struggle to distinguish truth from fiction. This is sometimes associated with psychological conditions, such as histrionic personality disorder or narcissistic traits, where the need for attention becomes overwhelming. They may not even fully realize why they lie, only that it gives them a sense of control over how they are perceived. Social dynamics also play a role in why people lie for attention. In group settings, individuals often feel pressure to stand out or contribute something valuable to conversations. If they don't have an interesting personal story, they might exaggerate details or even fabricate experiences to maintain social relevance. This is especially common in competitive environments, where people feel the need to impress their peers, colleagues, or even potential romantic partners. Another factor is the human tendency to seek empathy and connection. Some people lie about tragedies or hardships to gain emotional support from others. They may falsely claim to have a serious illness, fabricate traumatic experiences, or exaggerate personal struggles to elicit sympathy. This behavior, often referred to as Munchausen syndrome when it involves faking illness, can stem from a deep emotional void where the person craves nurturing and attention they may not have received otherwise. In the digital age, the problem has intensified. Social media provides an instant platform for attention, and many people curate exaggerated or entirely false narratives to gain likes, comments, and followers. Fake stories, fabricated controversies, or dramatic personal revelations are often rewarded with engagement, encouraging even more deception. This creates a cycle where lying becomes a means to maintain online relevance. At its core, the habit of lying for attention often comes from an unmet emotional need. Whether it's a desire for recognition, a fear of being ignored, or a longing for deeper social connections, people who lie for attention are seeking something they feel they lack in their real lives. Unfortunately, while their lies may initially bring them the attention they crave, they often lead to long-term consequences such as loss of trust, damaged relationships, and feelings of guilt or emptiness. Ultimately, the need for attention is a fundamental human trait, but when it leads to dishonesty, it can create more harm than good. Those who find themselves lying for attention may benefit from introspection, therapy, or developing healthier ways to gain recognition and validation, ways that don't compromise their integrity or the trust of those around them. Bonus tip: When the urge to lie arises, pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen if I told the truth? Often, the perceived consequences are less severe than the damage caused by a lie.